Hi friends, welcome back to your tarot-inspired yoga class. So today is the last new class of the week, last in our theme of beginnings, and our new card for the day is the Ace of Cups. Now, like the Ace of Wands, this is a card about expression, creativity, but when it comes to cups, cups represent typically the emotional side of things. So we've talked a little bit about how hard it can be to say our goals out loud because it can feel very vulnerable and real. And that can definitely take an emotional toll if that's not something you're used to doing. It feels brand new, but sometimes it's okay to get a little bit uncomfortable and share something with the world that we don't normally do. Now, if you are like me and very goal-oriented, maybe you're really particular about how you like to do things and share things, I'm right there with you. So it can be really difficult to share new things with the world, especially if there's other people out there that you see on social media or maybe friends and family that have very similar goals and you see them achieving and doing such great things. It can be really intimidating. You might find yourself comparing yourself to these people with similar goals and wondering, what's the point of me going for this goal if this other person is doing it so well already? Why do I need to do the same thing if it's already been done? So the Ace of Cups is here to remind you that personal expression is so important and needed in the world. If you think about it, everything has been done, right? Things have been done over and over and over again for years and decades, but we don't get tired of those things because each time it's done by someone new, they've added their own personal flair, they've added their own personal perspective, and that can turn something that has been done before that maybe feels stale into something brand new and exciting and different, right? So I just want you to remember for our class today that just because someone else is doing the same thing or it's been done before doesn't mean that your voice, your specific voice, doesn't need to be heard in the world. It does. The world needs to hear your specific, unique expression of who you are and what you're here to do. So we're going to take that into our yoga practice today, into our vinyasa flow with some personal expression. I'll give you some opportunities to take a pose that I'm guiding you through and add your own little personal flair to it. So I hope you'll join me today. No props needed. Unless you'd like to add some props, feel free. We're going to go ahead and start our yoga practice and meet in tabletop. We'll move through a few cat and cows just to get started with our first opportunity to add some personal flair. Now, our typical traditional cat and cow, we inhale, arch the back, gaze forward, open the chest, and on the exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone, chin towards chest, press the back of the heart up to the sky, and we just move between these two positions of the pelvis with our breath as we'd like. Now you can of course stay a traditional here, but I invite you to add some personal flair to your cat and cow poses today. Get real wild with it. Maybe round forward into a back bend. Maybe press it all the way back to a child's pose, move side to side. Round to the left, just moving the spine in different ways that maybe you've never tried before, maybe that feel a little different. Try some barrel rolls, getting the side body involved, both directions. The spine is so flexible that we can move in so many different ways. So feel free to move your spine around in any way that feels natural, any way your body is calling to you. Take a few more breaths. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, meet in a neutral tabletop position. Beautiful. Great job, everyone. I'm going to turn towards you so I can show you our next position. A little hip opening exercise with 90-90 legs. So the front shin is parallel in front of you, and your right shin is parallel to the right. So we're in kind of a 90-degree position with both knees here. From here, we're just going to open the left arm up and to the side, getting a nice stretch through the left side body. Inhale. And on the exhale, lower the left hand down, turn towards the left, and bow the brain to the left. Inhale, lift up. From here, we're just going to switch the knees to the opposite position. So, keeping the feet where they are, lift both knees. Maybe you use the floor to help press you up. Maybe you don't use your hands at all. And just position the knees towards the right. Same thing. Right arm up and over to the left, stretching through the right side body. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down, turn towards the right, and bow the brain down to the mat on the right side. Inhale, lift, and we'll go through this a few more times. Lift the knees over to the left. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bow it down. Inhale, lift the knees over to the right. Going at your own pace with your own breath, maybe adding a little bit of your own personal flair as you move side to side. Use this as a moment of personal expression, almost like a dance. Inhale and bow. Once more to each side, over to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow to the left. Inhale, lift the knees, lower to the right. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bow. And lift the knees up. We're going to just stretch the legs out in a wide-legged forward fold position. It might help to lift your hips up onto a blanket or a bolster if you feel like your back is a little bit too rounded for your own taste. Sit up as tall as you can. You're, of course, free to just work on tipping the pelvis forward and straightening the back in this position, if this feels like enough for today. Or you can walk your hands forward as far as you'd like. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings. Adding your own personal flair, of course. You can wave side to side. Maybe make some circles with the torso. Maybe stretching towards one leg, stretching towards another. Let it feel like a dance of your own personal expression. Don't worry about the specific expression that I'm doing right now. This is all about you, your own unique perspective in this pose and in life, right? Couple more breaths wherever you are. Inhale, exhale. One more breath in and breath out. Beautiful. Great job, everyone. Place the hands underneath the knees, lift them up. Go ahead and turn back to your tabletop position, and we'll get into our main flow. Tuck the toes in your tabletop, lift the hips up and back For our first downward facing dog, feel free to pedal out the feet, bend and extend the legs, swivel the hips side to side. Anything that helps you feel a little more grounded, a little more comfortable in your downward facing dog. All right, from here, settle your movements. Plant the hands and feet. Inhale, lift the right foot up and back behind you. Bend through the knee. Open the hips towards the right and make some circles with the knee. Just trying to open up the hip a little bit. Circle in both directions. Beautiful. From here, plant the sole of the left foot. Move the left hand a little closer to center. And swivel the hips towards the right. Tent through the right fingertips. Draw the right knee up towards the sky. You can stay here, or maybe lift the right hand all the way up. One-legged side plank. Lower the right hand down. Turn the knees back towards the front, closing the hips. Inhale, stretch the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. And we're going to lower into a half pigeon. So the right shin doesn't need to be parallel to the front. That's totally up to you. I like to tuck my heel a little bit closer into my hips. You can leave the left toes tucked or untucked. And just kind of inhale, open up the chest. You can stay here or add some personal expression. Maybe bow forward with the nose and lift back up. We're only here for a moment, no need to settle in. Plant both hands, make sure the left toes are tucked. We're gonna lift the way we came. Lift the right knee up. Extend the right leg back behind you. Draw the right knee back in. This time, swivel towards the left. Draw the right hand closer in. Kick the right leg through and land the knife edge of the right foot on the mat. Lift the left arm up for fallen triangle. And then slide that right foot through to land in a wide-legged seat on the mat. Great job. Slide that left hand down the left leg towards the left ankle or toes. Reach the right arm up and over for a side bend in our wide-legged seat. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, sink into it. Inhale, lift back up to center. We're going to cross the right leg over our extended left leg and twist towards the left. So left hand behind you. You can either place the right hand on the knee or extend it in front to help you twist over towards the left. Just a gentle twist. Nothing too wild. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, twist. Beautiful. Now, we are going to unwind from this position up to a stand. So feel free to watch me this first time. Both hands plant over towards the left side. We're going to bend that left knee and tuck the left toes as best as you can. It feels a little bit awkward, but once you do it, it gets embedded in your body. So we're leaning off to the left toes are tucked, lift the hips, and just unwind up to a standing forward fold at the back of the mat. Great job. Feel free to bend the knees as much as you'd like. Bow the head forward, maybe grab opposite elbows for a moment, just sway in a ragdoll position. Lower the hands, bend through both knees and reach forward in a yogi squat. Inhale, lift back up, plant the hands, walk forward into downward facing dog. Inhale, once again, right foot lifts. We're not done on this side yet. Exhale, knee to nose. Step forward between the hands. Twist open towards the right. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Circle the arm down. And forward and up. Beautiful. Keep twisting towards the right. And lower the left hip down, lowering the right arm down. You can always squeegee that right foot back a little bit to help you make some space to lower. Inhale, lifting up, turning forward, and stepping back to downward facing dog. Great job, everyone. If you'd like to move through a vinyasa, just to equalize, feel free. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, lift, back bend. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Great job, everybody. Let's do the same thing on the other side. And then we'll have a chance to move through it once again in maybe a little more breath-based flow. All right, from your downward facing dog, inhale, lift the left foot up and back, bend through the left knee, open the hips towards the left. Make a few hip circles with the knee, both directions, just opening up that left hip. Beautiful. Back to center. Walk the right hand closer towards center. Plant that right foot on the mat. Draw the left knee up to the sky. Maybe tent the left fingertips. And if you'd like, lift the left arm for our one-legged side plank. Lower the left hand. Close the hips. Extend that left leg back. Inhale. Exhale, knee to chest. Moving towards half pigeon. Lower that left shin. Lower the hips down. Again, you don't have to have the front shin parallel. You can tuck that left heel a little closer to the hips. Right toes tucked or untucked. And just think about opening the chest for a breath. And then bow forward. Inhale, lift back up. Going back the way we came, tuck those right toes. Draw the knee towards chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw the knee towards nose. Swivel, open towards the right. Kick the left foot through. Lower the knife edge of the left foot. And open up towards the right. Lift the right hand for fallen triangle. Squeegee forward. Lower the hips down to a wide-legged seat. Beautiful. From here, right hand slides down the right leg to the right ankle or toes. Reach the left arm up and over. Nice side stretch in our wide-legged position. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, reach up and over. Inhale, lift back up to center. From here, crossing the left foot over the extended right leg. Twist towards the right. Right hand is behind the hips. You can place the left hand on the knee or cross it in front to help twist a little more to the right. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, gentle twist to the right. Beautiful. From here is our weird little swivel up to a stand. So again, if you'd like to watch it from this vantage point, feel free. We'll be doing this one more time. So we're bowing over to the right, both hands planted. Bend through the right knee and tuck the right toes back behind your butt. From here, you just lean over to the right, lift the hips, and just let the legs unwind. Feel free to meet me in a wide-legged forward fold at the back of the mat. Maybe bend slightly through the knees, grab opposite elbows, sway side to side in your ragdoll. Taking a moment here. Lower the hands down, bend deeply into both knees, reach forward, yogi squat, lift the hips, plant the hands, walk the hands forward, meeting in downward facing dog. Not done yet. Inhale, left foot up and back. Exhale, draw knee to nose. Step forward between the hands into a lunge. Plant the right hand, twist open to the left. Reach the left arm up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower behind you and down. Reach forward and up. Continuing by squeezing that left foot back, lowering the hip and the hand down to the mat. Inhale, press it back up. Turn forward. Step the left foot back, meeting in downward facing dog. Moving through vinyasa if you'd like. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, press it up, back bend. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Gaze forward at the hands, step forward, and lift up to a stand. We've been upside down a lot, so I figured we could take a moment, shake it all off, kick the feet, move the arms around. However that went for you, letting it go, just letting our personal expression take over. Whatever feels right. Maybe do some spins. Maybe jog in place a little bit. Whatever you need to just let go of that flow, because we're going to start over. Do it again on both sides. This time, trying to move with our breath a little bit more. Maybe just slightly faster, but again, it's not about racing through the flow. It's just about feeling it in your body. Feel free to add any little extra movements in there that feel intuitive and natural. You do not have to do exactly what I'm doing. In fact, I encourage you to once again add your personal flair. So take a drink of your water if you got one. Let's jump back in. Just fold forward to forward fold and step back, meeting in downward facing dog. Take a moment to settle in here. Deep inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Let's get to it. Inhale, left foot up and back, right foot up and back, bend through the knee. Open the knee up. Maybe do one circle in each direction. Move the left hand closer to center. Twist to the right. Draw the right knee up towards the sky. Plant the left foot. And lift the right arm. Fancy one-legged side plank. Express yourself. Lower the right hand. Turn towards center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Lower the shin. Take a deep breath. Half pigeon. Exhale. Bow forward. Inhale, lift the head. Plant the hands. Lift the knee up to chest. Extend behind you. Inhale. Exhale, knee towards chest. Right hand closer to center. Twist to the left. Kick the right foot forward. Lift the left arm, express yourself, and slide through to a seat. Draw the left hand down the leg, reach the right arm up and over, side stretch, inhale, exhale, lift back up, cross the right ankle over the extended left leg, and twist towards the left. Inhale here, exhale, bow to the left, tuck the left toes, bend the left knee, swivel up to a stand, forward fold at the back of the mat, bend through both knees, reach forward, yogi squat, exhale, lift back up, plant the hands, walk forward, downward dog. Again, right foot up and back, exhale, knee to nose, step forward, open twist to the right, circle the hand down and forward, reach up, lower the hips with the hand, reach back up, face forward, downward facing dog. Move through a vinyasa of your choice, from plank to chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Right to the other side. Here we go. Left foot up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip. One circle in each direction. Move the right hand closer to center. Plant the right foot. Left knee up to sky. And reach. Fancy one-legged side plank. Lower the hand. Swivel towards center. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it forward for pigeon pose. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift. Plant the hands. Tuck the back toes. Draw the knee up to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Swivel towards the right. Kick the left leg through. Fallen triangle. Squeegee forward. Land the hips on the mat. Draw the right hand down. Reach the left arm up and over. Inhale, lift back up. Cross the left ankle over the right. And twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Here we go. Let's swivel up. Plant the hands over to the right. Tuck the right toes. Swivel up to a stand. Move back onto your mat if you need to. Standing forward fold. Bend the knees. Reach forward, yogi squat. Extend the legs. Plant the hands. Walk them forward. Meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Step forward. Plant the right hand. Inhale, left arm up. Open twist. Swivel the hand down. And forward. Reach up. Squeegee the left foot back. Lower the hips with the hand. Reach up. Face forward. Step the left foot back. Downward facing dog. One final vinyasa together. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and lower the knees. Lower the hips to the heels. Moving towards child's pose. So you decide, knees together or knees apart. Totally depends on you. And just lower the torso down. Lower the forehead to the mat. Maybe bend through the elbows. Clasp the hands overhead. And just move them in little circles, giving your wrists some love. Our wrists definitely held us up for a long time today. So important to give them extra stretch afterwards. Slowing the breath, slowing the heartbeat, taking a moment to feel the fruits of our labor here. Our bodies working so hard for us, taking the cues from our brain to add personal expression to our yoga practice today. At your own pace, slowly lift up, sitting the hips on the heels. Close your eyes, hands on your thighs, and breathe. Lower the right hand down to the mat. Reach the left arm up and over, side stretch. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left hand down, side stretch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower the hands down to the mat in a tabletop position. Cross the ankles behind you and sit behind the feet. Extend the legs and lower to lay down on your mat. Reach all four limbs up to the sky, circling through the ankles and the wrists. Very little muscular engagement here in our dead bug pose. Just giving our limbs a break. Different perspective here. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Maybe make a few circles in one direction. And circles in the other direction. From here, we'll make our way to our final resting pose, Shavasana. And I highly recommend that you try a different version of your Shavasana. If you often lay in the more traditional corpse pose, like so, maybe try turn around. Lay on your belly this time. Use your hands as a pillow for your forehead. And just see how it feels to flip your Shavasana in a different way. Another option can be legs up the wall, which I do often in my own personal practice. Scoot your hips up close to the wall as you can. Stretch the legs out long. Arms just resting out to the side. Can be a really comforting way to end your practice. Use any and all props. I highly recommend pillow for your head. Maybe a bolster under your knees if you're laying in corpse pose. Just add one element into your Shavasana that you don't normally try, just to see how it feels. Wherever you are, just start to settle the breath, close the eyes, and feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like today, because you've earned it after all that hard work, all that vulnerable expression, whether that's in your yoga practice or in your goals for the new year. Take a moment to remind yourself that you are worthy and you deserve the rest. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time for another tarot-inspired yoga class.